Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. Look, before you lay your head down tonight, there's something I want you to understand. Life is a battlefield. Every day you're fighting battles. Some you see, some you don't. And your mind, your spirit, they're the first line of defense. So what you say in those moments before sleep, it matters. It ain't just words. It's a declaration. It's a prayer. It's your way of telling the universe, I'm ready, I'm open, I'm worthy. See, those 3 lines you speak, they're more than just sentences, they're keys. Keys that unlock doors to blessings you can't even imagine. When you say them, you're planting seeds of faith deep into the soil of your soul. And faith moves mountains. It calms storms. It's the quiet strength that whispers, keep going when the world is telling you to quit. You don't have to understand everything right now. You just have to believe. Believe that God's blessings are real. Believe that tonight, as you close your eyes, you're stepping into a new chapter. You're not just hoping for change. You're commanding it, because those words, they align you with purpose. They wrap you in protection. They call down peace like a gentle rain on a thirsty land. But here's the truth. It won't work if you just say it once and forget it. You got to be consistent. Every night without fail, you plant those seeds. You water them with faith. You nurture them with belief. And one day, those blessings, they'll grow tall and strong. They'll shake your foundation in the best way possible. So tonight, speak those lines with conviction. Speak them like you mean it. Speak them like your life depends on it, because in a way it does. You're not just preparing to sleep. You're preparing to receive grace, to receive favor, to receive the blessings God's been waiting to pour out on you. Don't let this moment slip away. Take it. Own it. Speak those 3 powerful lines and watch how your life begins to change. Starting tonight, the power of spoken words is something that has shaped human existence since the dawn of time. Words are not merely sounds or scribbles on paper. They carry energy, intention, and meaning that ripple through the fabric of reality. When you speak, you are doing more than just communicating with others. You are communicating with yourself and the universe. Every word you utter sets into motion a series of events that influence your mindset, your emotions, and even the outcomes in your life. This power is especially potent when it comes to the words you speak before you sleep. In those quiet moments when your mind begins to drift and your subconscious takes hold, think about it. Your subconscious mind doesn't differentiate between what is real and what is imagined or spoken. It takes everything you say as a command, a blueprint to follow. So when you speak words filled with doubt, fear, or negativity, your subconscious begins to build a reality around those feelings. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. On the other hand, when you speak words of faith, hope, and blessing, you create a fertile ground where positivity and opportunity can grow. Words are seeds. What you plant in your mind, you will harvest in your life. This is why so many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of prayer, affirmations, and spoken declarations. When you speak powerful, faith-filled words before sleep, you are essentially programming your mind and spirit to expect good things, to align with divine blessing. You are telling your heart and soul that despite the challenges of the day, you believe in a higher power working in your favor. This act of speaking is a declaration of trust. It's a way of pushing back against the noise of doubt and negativity that tries to drown out your inner voice of faith. Moreover, words have a vibrational frequency. Everything in the universe vibrates. Carry vibrations that can either uplift or weigh down your spirit. When you choose to speak words of love, peace, and blessing, you are raising your vibration. This elevated vibration attracts more of the same, creating a positive feedback loop in your life. Conversely, harsh, fearful, or angry words lower your vibration and invite more challenges. You become a magnet for whatever you put out there with your voice. This is why it matters so much what you say, especially during those vulnerable moments before sleep when your mind is most receptive. The spoken word also plays a crucial role in shaping your identity and your reality. When you repeatedly speak affirmations or prayers, you begin to believe them deeply. Your inner dialogue shifts from self-doubt to self-assurance, from fear to courage, from scarcity to abundance. This transformation is not just psychological. It influences your behavior, your decisions, and your interactions with others. When you tell yourself, I am blessed, or God is guiding me, your actions begin to reflect those truths. You start to notice opportunities you might have missed before. You develop a sense of confidence and calm that changes how you navigate your daily life. It's important to understand that spoken words also affect your emotional state. Words have the power to soothe or to sting, to calm or to inflame. When you choose to speak words of peace before you sleep, you are calming your nervous system, reducing stress and anxiety. This creates a better environment for restful sleep and rejuvenation. On the flip side, if your last thoughts and words before bed are filled with worry, anger, your body remains tense and your mind restless. You carry those emotions into your dreams and wake up feeling drained or overwhelmed. The words you speak are directly linked to your overall well-being. In many ways, speaking powerful lines before sleep is a form of self-care. It's a moment where you deliberately choose to nurture your spirit and prepare your heart for the next day. This ritual sets the tone for your entire life because it plants hope and peace at the foundation of your subconscious. As your subconscious absorbs these words, they begin to manifest in your waking life. Opportunities arise, relationships improve, and challenges become easier to navigate because your inner world has been fortified. Another aspect to consider is the communal and spiritual impact of spoken words. When you speak blessings aloud, you are participating in an ancient tradition of invoking divine favor. You're calling upon a power greater than yourself, a source of infinite wisdom and love. This act connects you to something larger, giving your words even greater significance. The universe responds not just to the words, but to the faith behind them. When spoken with sincerity and belief, these lines become a bridge between you and the divine, opening channels for grace, protection, and guidance. The transformative power of spoken words is not limited to grand declarations or long prayers. Sometimes the simplest sentences, repeated with faith and intention, carry the greatest weight. It is the consistency and sincerity that matter most. When you commit to speaking positive lines before sleep every night, you are building a habit that rewires your brain and rewrites your story. You are taking control of your narrative, refusing to be defined by fear or circumstance, and instead embracing hope and blessing. Ultimately, spoken words are a form of creation. Just as God spoke the universe into existence, your words create your personal universe. What you say is a reflection of what you believe, and what you believe shapes the reality you live in. Choosing to speak powerful, faith-filled lines before sleep is a deliberate act of creation, an act of faith that the blessings you seek are already on their way. This is why the power of spoken words is not just important, it is essential. It is the tool through which you align your mind, your spirit, and your life with the blessings you deserve. Faith as a foundation is the bedrock upon which every meaningful journey is built. Without faith, life can feel unstable, like trying to build a house on sand. Faith gives you the strength to stand tall when the storms come, the courage to keep moving forward when the path is unclear, and the hope that something greater is working on your behalf, even when you cannot see it. It is the unwavering belief that no matter the circumstance, there's a purpose behind it all, and a power greater than yourself is guiding your steps. This foundation of faith provides a sense of security and peace, enabling you to face challenges with resilience and grace. Faith is not just blind hope or wishful thinking. It is an active living force that shapes your thoughts, emotions, and actions. When you build your life on faith, you're anchoring yourself in the conviction that good things are possible, that blessings are not random but destined. This belief influences how you respond to difficulties, how you interpret setbacks, and how you envision your future. Faith transforms obstacles into opportunities, failures into lessons, and uncertainty into trust. It is the lens through which you see the world differently, not as a place of chaos and despair, but as a place where divine order and purpose are unfolding. When you speak powerful lines before sleep with faith as your foundation, you are engaging in a practice that reaffirms this trust in divine timing and benevolence. These words become more than just affirmation. They become declarations of faith that resonate deep within your spirit. You are telling yourself and the universe that you believe in the unseen hand that guides your life, that you accept the blessings coming your way, and that you are ready to receive them. This is not a passive waiting, but an active participation in your own spiritual growth and transformation. Faith also gives you the resilience to keep going when things don't happen on your timetable. Life often tests us with delays, disappointments, and detours. Without faith, it's easy to become discouraged, to lose hope, and to give up. But with faith as your foundation, you can see beyond the immediate struggle. You understand that what feels like a setback is often a setup for something greater. Faith allows you to maintain a sense of peace and confidence even in the midst of chaos. It is the quiet assurance that God's plan is at work, even when you cannot comprehend it. The foundation of faith empowers you to let go of control and surrender to a higher power. This surrender is not about weakness or resignation. It's about trust. Trust that you don't have to carry every burden alone, that there's a divine wisdom orchestrating the details of your life. When you speak your 3 powerful lines before sleep with faith, you are consciously choosing to release worry and fear and to embrace peace and trust instead. This shift in mindset creates space for blessings to flow in ways you might never expect. Faith is also a source of strength during times of uncertainty. When life is unpredictable and the future feels unknown, faith anchors you. It gives you a sense of stability and hope that transcends circumstances. This stability is critical because the mind tends to wander toward fear and doubt when it faces the unknown. Faith redirects your focus from what you cannot control to what you can trust. It reminds you that you are never alone, that you are supported by divine love and grace. Furthermore, faith connects you to a community and tradition that enriches your journey. Whether it's through scripture, prayer, meditation, or fellowship, faith links you to something bigger than yourself. This connection provides encouragement, guidance, and inspiration. It reminds you that many before you have walked the path of faith and emerged stronger. This sense of belonging reinforces your own faith and fuels your perseverance. Faith as a foundation also fosters gratitude. When you believe that every blessing, big or small, is a gift from God, you begin to appreciate life in a new way. Gratitude and faith feed each other. The more you recognize and thank God for the blessings in your life, the stronger your faith grows. This cycle of gratitude and faith creates a positive momentum that attracts even more blessings. It shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance, from lack to plenty. Building your foundation on faith influences how you speak and think about yourself and your life. It encourages you to use language that is hopeful, positive, and affirming. When you say your 3 powerful lines before sleep, faith ensures that these words are not empty, but charged with meaning and intention. They become a spiritual exercise, a moment of connection with God, and a way to align your heart and mind with divine blessing. In essence, faith is the root system of your spiritual life. Just as roots provide nutrients and stability to a tree, faith nourishes your soul and holds you steady through life's ups and downs. It is the inner conviction that God's blessings are real and accessible to you. It allows you to approach each night with confidence that the words you speak are planting seeds of hope and grace that will bloom in your life. Faith is not just something you have. It is something you live by, something that shapes your very being and guides your journey forward. Consistency builds belief in a way that is both profound and transformative. It is the steady, unwavering practice of returning to your commitments, your values, and your intentions that gradually reshapes your inner world and external reality. When it comes to spiritual practices like speaking powerful lines before sleep to receive God's blessing, consistency is the bridge between hope and faith, between desire and manifestation. Without it, even the most heartfelt words can lose their potency, becoming fleeting thoughts rather than solid pillars of belief. But when you commit to doing something day after day, night after night, you create momentum. That momentum builds trust within yourself and establishes a foundation where belief can grow and flourish. At the heart of consistency is discipline, and discipline is a form of respect. Respect for your own journey and for the process of growth. It means showing up for yourself even when you don't feel like it, even when doubt creeps in, and even when the results are not immediately visible. This daily commitment to your spiritual practice signals to your mind and soul that what you are doing matters. Over time, these repeated actions begin to alter the way you think and feel. What once seemed like a hopeful wish becomes a deep-seated conviction. This is because the brain is wired to respond to patterns, and repeated behaviors help rewire your neural pathways, embedding new beliefs into your subconscious. Consistency also combats the natural tendency of the mind to wander and doubt. It's easy to start something new with enthusiasm and then falter when faced with challenges or distractions. But those who persevere create a rhythm that supports belief. When you speak your 3 powerful lines before sleep every night, you are not just saying words. You are reinforcing your connection to your faith and your intention to receive blessings. This repetitive action becomes a ritual, a sacred moment that grounds you. It helps quiet the noise of skepticism and fear and replaces it with certainty and hope. Moreover, consistency turns abstract concepts into lived experience. At first, saying affirmations or prayers might feel mechanical or even uncomfortable. You might wonder if it's really making a difference. But as you maintain this practice, you begin to notice subtle shifts, calmness where there was anxiety, clarity where there was confusion, opportunities where there was struggle. These small but meaningful changes affirm the power of your words and your faith. They become evidence that your efforts are not in vain, encouraging you to keep going. Belief born from consistency is also more resilient. It is not shaken easily by setbacks or doubts because it has been nurtured through sustained effort. When you consistently return to your spiritual practice, you build an inner fortress that protects you from discouragement. You develop a trust not only in God's blessings, but also in your own capacity to align with those blessings. This resilience is crucial because the path to receiving divine favor is rarely smooth or immediate. It requires patience and persistence, qualities that are cultivated through consistency. Additionally, consistency creates a feedback loop that reinforces itself. The more you practice, the more you believe. The more you believe, the more motivated you become to continue practicing. This positive cycle enhances your spiritual growth and deepens your connection to the blessings you see. It's a process that turns intention into reality, one night at a time, one affirmation at a time. The importance of consistency also extends beyond the spiritual realm. In every area of life, whether it's building skills, developing habits, or nurturing relationships, sustained effort is the key to lasting change. Spiritual practice is no different. It is through the repetition of positive actions and affirmations that you shift your mindset and open yourself to new possibilities. The small daily act of speaking those 3 lines before sleep becomes a powerful tool in shaping your reality. When you are consistent, you also cultivate patience. You learn to trust the process rather than demand instant results. This patience is a form of wisdom, recognizing that transformation unfolds over time. You begin to see your spiritual practice as a journey, not just a means to an end. The journey itself becomes valuable because it strengthens your belief and prepares you to receive blessings fully when they arrive. Consistency builds belief because it connects your intentions with your actions. It bridges the gap between what you want and what you do. Words alone have potential, but when paired with consistent practice, they become a force of nature. They become a daily affirmation of your faith, your hope, and your readiness to receive. This steady rhythm helps dissolve doubt and fear, replacing them with confidence and expectation. Furthermore, consistency is an act of faith in itself. Choosing to return each night to your powerful lines is a declaration that you believe in the unseen and the unknown. It is a commitment to your spiritual growth and an acknowledgement that blessings may come in ways you cannot yet understand. This commitment is a seed planted deep within your heart, and with each repetition, it grows stronger and more certain. The power of consistency lies not just in the act, but in the transformation it creates inside. It molds your character, reshapes your thoughts, and aligns your spirit with your highest aspirations. It is the quiet, persistent force that turns hope into belief and belief into reality. Through consistency, your nightly words become more than just lines. They become the foundation of a life filled with faith, blessings, and purpose. Aligning with divine purpose is a profound journey that calls you to look beyond the surface of everyday life and connect with something far greater than yourself. It's about tuning into a higher frequency, a calling that transcends personal desires and ego-driven ambition. When you align with divine purpose, you open yourself to guidance, wisdom, and blessings that flow from a source of infinite love and intelligence. This alignment is not always easy or immediate. It requires intention, awareness, and a willingness to surrender your own plans to a grander design. But when you commit to this path, your life begins to resonate with meaning, direction, and fulfillment that no amount of worldly success can replace. Divine purpose is the unique reason you were placed on this earth. It is the intersection of your talents, passions, and the needs of the world around you. Aligning with this purpose means living authentically, acting in ways that honor your deepest values and the higher good. It means stepping into the role you were meant to play, even when that role demands courage, sacrifice, or change. When you speak powerful lines before sleep with the intention of receiving God's blessing, you are inviting this alignment into your heart and mind. You are telling yourself and the universe that you want to live in accordance with divine will, not just your own limited perspective. This alignment creates a sense of peace and clarity that cuts through confusion and doubt. When you are connected to divine purpose, decisions become clearer because they are guided by an inner knowing rather than external pressures or fears. You begin to recognize opportunities that fit your path and let go of distractions that lead you astray. This clarity is a gift because the modern world is filled with noise and competing demands that can easily pull you off course. Divine purpose acts as a compass, keeping you steady and focused even when the way forward seems uncertain. Aligning with divine purpose also transforms your relationship with challenges and setbacks. Instead of viewing obstacles as random misfortune or failure, you begin to see them as part of a larger plan designed to teach, refine, and prepare you. This perspective shifts your mindset from frustration to growth, from despair to resilience. When you speak your affirmations before sleep, you are reaffirming your trust that every experience, good or bad, is meaningful in contributing to your ultimate good. This trust allows you to move through difficulties with grace and courage, knowing that you are on the right path. The process of alignment is deeply spiritual. It requires listening, truly listening to the whispers of your soul and the subtle guidance of the divine. This listening can come through prayer, meditation, reflection, or quiet moments of stillness before sleep. By speaking powerful lines with intention, you create space in your mind and heart for this divine communication. You invite wisdom and insight that can reveal your next steps and deepen your commitment to your purpose. This dialogue between you and the divine is an ongoing relationship, one that grows stronger with time and dedication. Living in alignment with divine purpose also brings a sense of joy and fulfillment that surpasses temporary pleasures or achievements. When you are fulfilling your calling, you experience a deep satisfaction that arises from contributing to something larger than yourself. Your work, your relationships, and your daily actions carry meaning, and this meaning fuels your motivation and resilience. Speaking these lines before sleep reinforces this connection by helping you end each day grounded in gratitude and readiness to receive the blessings that support your mission. Alignment with divine purpose encourages humility and surrender. This surrender is not about giving up. It's about trusting that a higher wisdom is at work and that by yielding to it, you align with the flow of life. When you speak your affirmations with this spirit of surrender, you are opening yourself to receive guidance and blessings in ways that might surprise you. This openness is essential because divine purpose often unfolds gradually in an unexpected form. Moreover, aligning with divine purpose is a source of strength and courage. It gives you the resolve to face fears, take risks, and step outside your comfort zone. When you know that your actions are in harmony with a higher plan, you are more willing to embrace uncertainty and persevere through hardship. This courage is not reckless, but rooted in faith and conviction. Speaking your powerful lines before sleep helps to cultivate this courage by reminding you of your divine connection and the support that surrounds you. This alignment also deepens your compassion and service to others. Recognizing your purpose often involves understanding how your gifts can serve the greater good. It inspires you to act with kindness, generosity, and empathy. Your life becomes a beacon of light, encouraging others to seek and live their own divine purpose. The words you speak before sleep can reinforce this mission, helping you to remember that your blessings are not only for your own benefit, but also to uplift and inspire those around you. Finally, aligning with divine purpose invites transformation on all levels, mind, body, and spirit. It challenges you to grow, evolve, and shed limiting beliefs and habits that no longer serve your highest good. This transformation is often gradual but profound, leading to a life of greater authenticity, peace, and joy. When you consistently speak powerful lines with the intention of aligning with divine purpose, you participate actively in this transformation. You co-create a reality that reflects your highest self and invites blessings that support your journey. Through this alignment, life takes on new meaning and direction. It is a journey of discovery, trust, and fulfillment. By choosing to speak these powerful lines before sleep, you are making a conscious decision to live in harmony with the divine, opening yourself to the blessings and guidance that flow from that connection. This alignment is a sacred commitment to your own growth and the unfolding of the purpose that only you can fulfill. Protection through prayer is a timeless practice that transcends cultures, religions, and generations. It offers a sanctuary of safety and peace amid life's uncertainties and challenges. Prayer serves as a powerful shield, a spiritual fortress that guards the heart, mind, and soul against negativity, harm, and fear. This protection is not just about physical safety. It's about creating a sacred space where your spirit can find refuge, strength, and clarity. Through prayer, you invite divine presence into your life, a presence that watches over you, guides you, and deflects negativity. It is a proactive act of faith that acknowledges your vulnerability, but chooses to trust in a higher power for defense and care. When you engage in prayer as a form of protection, you are connecting with an invisible force greater than yourself. This connection brings reassurance and comfort, reminding you that you are never alone in facing life's difficulties. The act of praying creates a spiritual barrier that can repel harmful influences, whether they come as doubt, fear, anxiety, or external adversities. Prayer fortifies your inner being, strengthening your resolve and enabling you to stand firm even when circumstances feel overwhelming. It anchors you in faith, a faith that transcends logic and taps into divine strength. Protection through prayer also functions by transforming your mental and emotional state. When you pray, you shift your focus from what threatens you to the power that sustains you. This shift is crucial because fear and worry weaken your defenses, making you vulnerable to despair and confusion. Prayer replaces these negative emotions with peace, courage, and hope. It calms a restless mind and soothes the troubled heart, creating an environment where resilience can grow. This inner peace becomes a protective armor, shielding you from the chaos that may swirl around you. The words spoken in prayer carry tremendous power. They are declarations of trust, surrender, and faith. When you pray for protection, you are not merely asking for safety. You are affirming your belief in divine guardianship. These spoken words invoke a spiritual presence that surrounds and covers you like a shield. Whether it is a formal prayer learned from tradition or spontaneous, heartfelt pleas, the intention behind the words is what activates this protective energy. The more sincere and consistent your prayers, the stronger this shield becomes. Prayer as protection also involves the act of setting boundaries, not just physical or emotional boundaries, but spiritual ones. Through prayer, you create limits around your energy and space, preventing negative forces from penetrating your life. This boundary setting is vital because it helps you maintain your spiritual integrity and personal power. It reminds you that while you cannot control everything around you, you have control over what you allow into your heart and mind. This empowerment is liberating and essential for spiritual well-being. Furthermore, protection through prayer cultivates a sense of vigilance combined with trust. It encourages you to be aware of the challenges and dangers around you while simultaneously resting in the assurance that you are under divine care. This balance between alertness and faith is a hallmark of spiritual maturity. It allows you to navigate life's uncertainties without succumbing to fear or paranoia. Prayer sharpens your intuition, helping you discern when to act, when to wait, and when to surrender. Another vital aspect of prayer for protection is the community it fosters. When you pray, especially with others, you tap into a collective energy of faith and intention. This shared spiritual connection amplifies the protective power, creating a network of support that extends beyond the individual. Knowing that others are praying for your safety and well-being strengthens your confidence and deepens your trust in divine protection. It also reminds you that you are part of a larger spiritual family, bound by love and care. Protection through prayer is deeply personal, yet universally accessible. 20 seconds. Prayer sharpens your spiritual senses, aligning you with a path of wellness and blessing. This alignment itself is a form of protection, steering you clear of harm and closer to your highest good. Ultimately, protection through prayer is a gift of grace and love. It is a reminder that no matter what happens in the world, there is a sacred refuge available to you. Through prayer, you claim this refuge, allowing it to shield you physically, mentally, and spiritually. This protection empowers you to live boldly and freely, grounded in the knowledge that you are watched over and supported at every moment. That gratitude unlocks blessings in ways that often go beyond what we can immediately see or understand. It is a powerful force that shifts the energy within us and around us, creating an environment where blessings can flow freely. When you cultivate gratitude, you are essentially opening the door to receive more good in your life. This opening happens because gratitude aligns your heart with abundance rather than lack. It moves your focus from what is missing or difficult to what is already present and good, no matter how small. This shift in perspective is transformative because it changes your vibration and attracts more reasons to be thankful. Gratitude is a magnet for blessing, drawing them toward you through the energy you emit. When you practice gratitude regularly, you train your mind to notice the positives in your life, even in the midst of challenges. This mental habit rewires your brain to look for opportunities, kindness, and support rather than dwelling on problems or setbacks. It creates a lens through which you interpret your experiences differently. For example, a difficult situation can be seen not just as a problem, but as a lesson or a stepping stone to growth. Gratitude helps you find meaning and value in every moment, allowing blessings to reveal themselves in unexpected ways. This mindset also reduces stress and anxiety, making space for peace and joy to enter your heart. Gratitude is often expressed through words, spoken, written, or thought, but its power lies in the sincerity behind those words. When you genuinely thank God, the universe, or life itself, you are engaging in a spiritual act that acknowledges the source of your blessings. This acknowledgement strengthens your connection to the divine and invites even greater favor. Speaking powerful lines of gratitude before sleep is especially impactful because it ends your day on a positive note. It helps you reflect on what you have received and sets an intention to welcome more blessings tomorrow. This nightly ritual becomes a seed planted in fertile ground, growing your awareness and appreciation. The act of gratitude also shifts your heart from a state of scarcity to one of abundance. Scarcity mindset is rooted in fear that there isn't enough, that you are lacking, or that life is unfair. Gratitude replaces this fear with trust, reminding you that there's always enough and that you are cared for. This trust creates a deep sense of security and peace, which in turn opens you to receive blessings freely. When you are grateful, you are less likely to resist or block blessings because you recognize their value and are willing to accept them. Gratitude softens the resistance that often comes from doubt or unworthiness. Another way gratitude unlocks blessings is by fostering humility and contentment. When you appreciate what you have, you are less likely to compare yourself to others or chase after what you don't have. This contentment brings a quiet joy that is not dependent on external circumstances. It roots you in the present moment where blessings abound if you choose to see them. This presence is a spiritual state that attracts even more grace because it shows you are ready to receive without attachment or expectation. Gratitude, therefore, is both a recognition of blessings and an invitation for more to come. Gratitude also enhances your relationships with others. When you express appreciation for the people in your life, you create bonds of trust and kindness. This positive energy circulates and multiplies, drawing blessings in the form of support, love, and cooperation. Gratitude softens hearts and opens doors, making it easier for you to give and receive help. It turns ordinary interactions into meaningful connections, enriching your social and spiritual life. In this way, gratitude acts as a social blessing that reinforces community and shared well-being. The science behind gratitude supports its spiritual power. Studies show that practicing gratitude regularly improves mental health, increases happiness, and even boosts physical well-being. This holistic benefit means that gratitude creates a fertile ground for blessings in all areas of your life. When you feel good, think positively, and act from a place of appreciation, you are more aligned with the flow of life. This alignment allows blessings to manifest naturally, often in ways you might not expect or plan. Gratitude, therefore, is a catalyst that activates divine favor and transforms potential into reality. Gratitude is also a form of spiritual discipline. It requires mindfulness and intentionality to notice the good and give thanks daily. This discipline strengthens your spiritual muscles and deepens your connection to God or the universe. When you speak your 3 powerful lines of gratitude before sleep, you are practicing this discipline and reinforcing a habit that shapes your character. Over time, this practice becomes part of who you are, a person who sees life through the lens of abundance and grace. Moreover, gratitude invites you into a cycle of giving and receiving. When you are grateful, you are more inclined to share your blessings with others. This generosity, in turn, creates more blessings for you because it reflects the natural law of reciprocity. Giving from a place of gratitude multiplies your joy and opens new channels for abundance. It creates a flow where blessings move freely in and out, enriching both your life and the lives of those around you. Finally, gratitude unlocks blessings by aligning your spirit with divine will. It is an act of surrender and trust, acknowledging that you are part of a greater plan. This alignment invites harmony, balance, and favor into your life. When you end your day with gratitude, you affirm your readiness to receive all the good that is meant for you. This readiness opens your heart and mind to miracles, blessings, and opportunities that might otherwise go unnoticed. Gratitude, therefore, is not just a feeling, it is a powerful spiritual practice that transforms your life from the inside out. Transformation starts at night in ways that are subtle yet deeply powerful. The nighttime hours offer a unique opportunity for renewal, reflection, and change that can set the tone for the days and months ahead. While the world slows down and distractions fade, the mind and spirit enter a receptive state, making this the perfect time to plant seeds of transformation. When you intentionally use this time, through prayer, affirmations, meditation, or quiet contemplation, you engage with a process that works beneath the surface, reshaping your thoughts, emotions, and even your energy. This nightly transformation is often overlooked, yet it is one of the most effective ways to create lasting change in your life. At night, your brain waves shift into slower frequencies, allowing access to deeper levels of consciousness. This shift makes your subconscious mind more open and responsive. When you speak powerful lines or affirmations before sleep, these messages penetrate your subconscious, influencing your beliefs and attitudes without the interference of daytime distraction. The subconscious mind is where habits are formed, fears are held, and true transformation takes root. By engaging this part of your mind at night, you are effectively rewiring patterns that no longer serve you and reinforcing those that empower you. This process is gradual but cumulative, meaning the more consistent you are, the stronger the transformation. Nighttime transformation is also linked to the natural rhythms of the body and spirit. Sleep itself is a healing process during which your body repairs, your mind processes experiences, and your spirit rejuvenates. When you prepare for sleep with intention, by speaking lines that invite blessings, protection, or clarity, you are signaling to your entire being that you are ready for positive change. This intention helps align your physical, mental, and spiritual systems, creating harmony that supports transformation. It's a holistic process where body, mind, and spirit work together to renew and evolve. Transformation that starts at night is deeply connected to release. As the day ends, you have the chance to let go of worries, regrets, and negative thoughts that weigh you down. This release is a vital step in transformation because holding on to burdens blocks growth and blocks the flow of blessing. By speaking powerful lines before sleep, you consciously choose to release what no longer serves you and make space for new possibilities. This act of surrender is freeing, lightening your emotional load and opening your heart to receive healing and renewal during sleep. It is in this space of surrender that profound transformation can occur. Moreover, transformation at night is often invisible to the naked eye, which requires faith and patience. You may not notice immediate changes in your circumstances, but subtle shifts are taking place in your energy and mindset. These shifts prepare you for breakthroughs that come with time. The night is a sacred space for inner work, where seeds planted in the form of affirmations or prayers germinate quietly. This unseen growth is just as real and powerful as any visible success, and it is the foundation for sustainable transformation. The practice of speaking affirmations or powerful lines before sleep also creates a rhythm of positive reinforcement. This consistency builds momentum, reinforcing new beliefs and behaviors each night. It becomes a ritual that grounds you, providing stability in a chaotic world. Rituals are powerful because they signal to your mind and body that something important is happening, activating your focus and commitment. This nightly ritual of transformation becomes a source of strength and motivation, encouraging you to continue on your path even when challenges arise. Transformation that starts at night also deepens your relationship with your spiritual self. The quiet of the night invites introspection and connection to a higher power or your inner wisdom. When you speak words of faith, hope, and intention before sleep, you are nurturing. This spiritual alignment is essential for transformation because it anchors your efforts in something greater than yourself. It brings guidance, peace, and confidence that your journey is supported. This connection fuels your resilience and inspires you to keep moving forward. Additionally, nighttime transformation fosters gratitude and hope. Ending your day by focusing on positive, empowering lines helps you reflect on what you are thankful for and what you desire to attract. Gratitude amplifies the transformation process by shifting your energy toward abundance and away from lack. Hope provides the motivation to continue despite obstacles. Together, these emotions create a fertile ground for transformation, inviting blessings and opportunities that align with your highest good. Transformation starting at night also impacts your dreams and subconscious imagery. As you speak powerful lines, your mind weaves these intentions into your dream state where symbolic messages and insights can surface. Dreams become a mirror reflecting your inner growth and guiding your waking life decisions. Paying attention to these messages enhances your transformation by providing clarity and encouragement. The nighttime becomes not only a time for rest, but a time for spiritual dialogue and revelation. This process also teaches patience and trust. Transformation is rarely instantaneous, and the night reminds you that growth often happens in quiet, incremental steps. By committing to nightly practices, you cultivate the discipline to keep nurturing yourself even when immediate results aren't visible. This steady, faithful approach builds a foundation for lasting change, ensuring that your transformation is deep and authentic rather than superficial or fleeting. Ultimately, transformation that starts at night is a sacred practice of self-care and empowerment. It honors the natural cycles of rest and renewal while inviting intentional growth. Through this practice, you become an active participant in your own evolution, harnessing the power of the night to reshape your life from within. It is a journey of hope, faith, and persistent effort that unfolds with grace and power, guiding you toward your highest potential. When we embrace the power of the night as a time for transformation, we tap into a profound and often overlooked source of renewal. By speaking intentional, powerful lines before sleep, we engage our subconscious mind, align our spirit, and release what no longer serves us, creating space for blessings and growth. This nightly practice builds consistency, strengthens faith, and deepens our connection to a higher purpose, setting the foundation for lasting change. Transformation is a journey that unfolds quietly within us, fueled by patience, gratitude, and trust. When we commit to this sacred ritual, we empower ourselves to step into each new day with hope, courage, and a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that true change begins from within, even in the stillness of the night.